Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. And today we are going to be continuing issue 10. We've got stage 32 here. Got quite a few parts. Looks like we're going to be putting a tire together. So let's crack it open. Let's see what we got. All right, here are the parts that we get with stage 32 here. We've got the left rear tire, the hub cap, the center cap. We've got the outer wheel, the inner wheel, and a whole bunch of brake fluid hoses in 3 separate sizes, along with a whole bunch of screws. Okay, for this first step, I'm going to take the tire here, and looks like it's pretty much the same on both sides. There's a slight design on this side that actually shows up a little better on here. It's really hard to see under the camera. So I'm going to use this as the outer edge of the tire. I'm going to take this piece, slide that in, flip it over, and we've got this. And we want to line up the screw holes as best we can and just push it together. And then we're going to use 3 cm screws to hold it tight. All right, and that completes this stage. Okay, for this next step, we're going to need the left backing plate. Now, if you remember, we did 2 of these, and you can see they're slightly different as to which side this comes off. With this design facing towards the top, it's going to be the one that comes off to the left, just like this. And we're going to take 2 of the medium length brake fluid hoses. We're going to attach them to these 2 posts, and I recommend using the toothpick method as demonstrated in previous issues. All right, with both of those hoses on, it's time to bring out the car. All right, with the car here, we'll take the backing plate, and you'll notice this triangle design here. If the car frame is upside down, that triangle design is going to face down, and it's going to go on the left side of the car, which is, I know it's the right here, but that's because the car is upside down. These hoses are going to snake in underneath, just like this. And we just slide that puppy on. Just like that. Next, you want to take some tweezers here. You want to get your brake fluid lines just right underneath the frame properly. If you can. Okay, there's one. Thing is kind of loose on there, so I think I just hit my camera. I'm sorry about that. Whew. All right. That looks like we got it. Now, I have absolutely no idea which of these cables is which, so, well, frankly, I'm just going to have to guess. And we'll take one of them, and it's going to go right here on this peg, and the other one's going to go on this peg. All right, now that we've got our hoses attached, here and here. It's time to move on to the next step. Alright, for the next step, way down in here, you'll see a little hole right there. I'm going to take this bracket, this is the fluid hose bracket, and that's going to go in this direction, just like that, and we're going to use a GM screw to attach it. I'm going to have to pull back so I can get some room to put the screwdriver in. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, so that is what it will look like when it's done. And let me give a little shout out to Eagle Moss for making that 1,000 times harder than it had to be. Okay, we could have easily put that piece in before we put the axle on, and there would not have been a problem. So thank you very much, Eagle Moss, for doing that. Alrighty then. To continue on, we've got the two remaining medium-sized hoses here, and those are going to go through the bracket that we just installed. And let's see, we're gonna get both of them in there. There we go. Okay. And with both of these in place, what we're going to do, there we go, bring those out, and these ends here, I'm going to go into the lower shock absorber in these two pins right here. I know they're hard to see, that's where they're going to go. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like, and they're going to come in and go underneath the bracket there. They're going to come out the other side, I'm guessing, for when we install the next shock absorber. Alright, next up we're going to be attaching the tire. We've got this post. That post is going to go right in there, just like that. Make sure that it rotates without rotating the backing plate. That's very important, otherwise these hoses are going to get all tangled and things aren't going to quite work right. Then you want to put the hubcap on. Make sure the stem for the air comes out through the hubcap, so there's only really one way these things can go. There we go, nice and fit. And then we use one LM screw right through the middle to hold it in place. And look at that. The thing is rotating, the backing plate is not moving. So we are looking good. All right, and now we can take the center cap here. We can throw that in too. And the left tire is completed. Bring this around. Look at that. Looking very, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. The final step is to take the other rear backing plate for the right, and we're going to attach the remaining two hoses. Now for here, there's a short hose and a long hose. Okay, the short hose is going to go on this peg. The long hose goes on that peg. All right, and there you go. And that actually completes this stage. All right. Well, that was a fiddly mess, wasn't it? And you know, that fluid hose bracket down there, that really should have been done in an earlier issue. So, yay! But we got it in, So things are looking nice. We've got our other backing plate, which I believe the next tire is going to be coming pretty soon. If you like the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.